Happy birthday. Born on the 30th of April in the period of Taurus, you are made to do some very big things in life. At least you will try to do that at some stage of your life or another. Because you have planets that make you very big minded, wanting to do things on that level of globalness and wanting authority and wanting power. So you will be attracted to areas of politics and the government as well. And you will be attracted to be in business rather than to work for people. But you have to be very careful that you have planets in Taurus that tend to make you very dominating and very stubborn and with a very aggressive attitude and sometimes a very rebellious looking at things. And so the way you look at things, you have to soften your approach. Take the soft approach by using words which are soft, a tone of voice which is soft, a body language which is soft, and don't bring, you will tend to be a very dominating and a very difficult person to deal with, always demanding things your way. So you have to soften your horoscope. You have some wonderful planets there waiting to do their good work for you. These good planets will make you imaginative, make you creative, make you a person who is ever so willing to help people, and a person who, whatever he or she does, will always have that creativeness in what you do. You have a very interesting horoscope that tends to make you come out a little bit too strong. You can't help that because you have these planets that do that. So again and again, I will advise you to soften your approach with anybody who comes your way, and that way you will do much better. Your character is that of a very charitable person, and you'll be involved in charitable organizations, and you'll be easy to work with, but as long as things are going your way. Now, you have to make way for other people too, otherwise, you're going to end up with no teamwork at all. And whether in sport, whether in business, whether in job, whether in hobbies, try to always remind yourself that partnerships need to be helped. And you can't help partnerships if you come out too strong and dominating all the time. And you have to take the soft approach because your short temper can explode at any time. Now, the calendar year 2019 is going to be a very important calendar year for you. Is the calendar year gives us the foundation in life. And so the 2019 is going to give you opportunities to do what you want because opportunities will come and you will get offers and you will be at a situation in 2019 to have the ability to carry out your plan. But let me tell you that these cluster of planets who control 2019, they are not totally very stable in Taurus. So they will make you be very stubborn to do what you want and you wouldn't listen to advice and you go ahead whether you want to go into business or whether you want to change jobs or whether you want to leave somebody in romance or get into a romance, these planets will give you that kind of energy. I would rather in 2019 that you take it easy and tell yourself that long-term preferences, whether it's marriage, whether business, whether buying a house, any long-term things should be very carefully considered in 2019 because I find these planets not very honest and they're not very stable. They feed you with opportunities to progress only to get yourself into trouble. So what we have to now look for is the age that you are. That's what I don't know. All I know is that you're born on the 30th of April. I don't know how old you are because I don't know your year of birth. I don't know your time of birth. I have not looked at your palms. So let me give you some examples of ages. For example, if you are born on the 20th, I'm sorry, if your ages are the 21, if you are the ages of 21 or 30 or 39 or 48 or 57 or 66 or 75 or even 84, opportunities will be fed by the planets who rule 2019. And with these ages, you will go raringly and over daringly and expose yourself to risk because your image in 2019, if you are of these ages which I mentioned, will be to go out and get what you want. But you will be in trouble because when these kind of ages are happening in 2019, then you won't care. You will just want to build things to a bigger level and you will get the support. But the end of the story will be when you look back in 2019 and of these ages which I've mentioned in 2019, you will realize that you overcooked it and you overdid it and you built something you could not sustain as the other years came by or other calendar years came by. So be sensible if you're of these ages while opportunities come because they become very eventful ages, which I just mentioned. So when these opportunities come, tell yourself, have a dose of trying to find the middle path in your life. Don't go to extreme. Now I'm going to give you some ages which are going to be splendid for you. And if you happen to be the ages of 15 or 24 or 33 or 42 or 51 or 60 or 69 or even 78, then you're going to be one very, very lucky person in 2019. You'll have all the correct alignment of planets at these ages who will give you the success story, whether in the romance, the marriage, the family, whether in the job, whether in the business, whether in financial areas, whether getting good news of windfalls, all that can happen to you. So you see, ages are very important, more important than the calendar year. The calendar year is when everybody on earth moves into 2019. That is the age factor that's important. So that's what I need to know from you. What I don't know is your year of birth, your time of birth, and I've not looked at your palms. Palms are extremely important because hundreds of thousands are born on the 30th of April. Let me tell you that in the world. And even tens of thousands will be born on that year that you're born in or in that time you're born in. And so your horoscope, based on your date of birth and time of birth, will be shared by tens of thousands of people. But your palms, nobody can have palms like yours, and nobody will ever have your fingerprints and your thumbprints while you are alive. So the palms will really tell the whole story. The possibilities do come from a horoscope. And if the horoscope shows exactly what's happening to your palms, wow, that's the big element of big success comes. But if the palm says something and the horoscope says something else, I would worry that you need to be cautious because things can go very wrong. Well, you have the possibility in your life of doing things on a very big scale, but you also have the possibility of doing them on too big a scale. That's my worry for you. So be reasonable. Don't get into the mode of wanting authority and power on that dictatorship role. Not at home, not in the office, not in business, not in sport, not in anywhere. Or people will even say that you could be a bully, you could be very pushy and demanding as well. Now, about your health, I want to say a few things. I worry that your cholesterol levels are going to be very high, and the damage to your heart or your liver is very possible. And you will have lower spine problems. They are going to be murder for you. So I can't talk much about your health, but these are the few things I can reason out for using the 30th of April. Now, if I had also your year of birth and your time of birth and look at your palms, I would do a scan of you so that you know way ahead on where in your body or mentalness or emotionalness things can go wrong. Well, you have a mighty strong horoscope. You have to tame it down, or you'll get to be known as a person who's very pushy and even dictatorial, and that's not very good. I won't say take the soft approach all the time, not necessary, but you got to reason out as to form partnerships that can work with you, not partnerships that will suffer from you. Well, it was really good talking to you. You with such a powerful horoscope. There are people in history born on the 30th of April, and they have done wonderful things, and some of them have done things which come in history as not too good. Well, I hope one day we'll have a 90-minute session, and during this 90 minutes, I'll tackle your next 7, 8, or 9 years. It will cost you USD $50. My email address is andyhoro9, ANDIHORO9, the number 9, at gmail.com. Send me an email. We'll make a date to have this 90-minute session, and I will talk to you about in detail about your next 7, 8, or 9 years in all areas of your life. That's going to you will have the ability to make them very good because you'll become aware what's going to happen in the next 7, 8, or 9 years. I'll give you your personal lucky lottery numbers, your colors, your gemstones, your lucky directions, your lucky days, a lot of information from the universe so that you will have all this help to get the greatness that you want and that you deserve. Well, I look forward to your email, and until then, happy birthday again. I wish you the best of luck. Thank you and goodbye.